Okay, I'm making this video for Coin Boy. He wanted to know some things about this modification. Um, he recently got an E-Track and swung for a while in an empty park, and after a while of swinging, it gets heavy. All machines kind of get heavy, but that one in particular, if you're going to be swinging a long time in between targets, that's specifically what I did this for, is empty parks with not a whole lot of targets, and you're swinging for a long time. I don't want to be swinging this entire weight on my arm. I just want to be swinging the coil on a stick, essentially. And that's what I have. Starting out with the Coil-Tech cable. Get this one to begin with. Don't even mess around with anything else. I blew money on CB cables. That's another story. The Coil-Tech cable has swung for many hours. No problems. And that's why it's so expensive, because it works. The connector that I have wired into the machine, this is actually an SM2 connector. It's a 2-pin connector, and you can see the batteries that I'm using. This is the first one that I used, okay? That's how big it is. It's not, it's as big as my, my pinky, okay? 11.1 volt, 1400 milliamp hour. This battery here will run this machine for 3.5 hours just sitting on my bed, and with the threshold on, the backlight on. Out in the field where the speaker's making a bunch of noise and energy is getting dispersed that way, it's going to last for, realistically in the field, this lasts for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Then I went to the bigger battery. This is an 11.1 volt, 1800 milliamp hour. This lasts for a solid 3.5 to 4 hours out in the field. You can see that it has 2 terminals. All these batteries have the exact terminals coming out of them. It's a 2-pin terminal that plugs into your machine like this. Okay? And then you have the 4-pin terminal that plugs into the USB charger like this. Okay? This plugs into a USB charger of some kind, and it takes a few hours to charge. But this is actually the charger that I got with this battery. This combo right here I bought for like 13 bucks. The Explorers, the E-Track, they will all drop. They all drop off at about 9.5 volts, 9.3 to 9.6, whatever it is. That's when they shut off. That's where their limitation is. That's where their voltage is set at for low voltage. 11.1 volt batteries work tremendously awesome. They're great. I've got 3 of them, so I'm set in the field for all day and then some. I don't have to worry about anything. As far as taking it off the handle, again, Dan in New Mexico actually did a couple of these, and he just sawed the handle in order to avoid having to take it off the handle and remove it, and whatever it takes to, the glue is very tough. So when you're taking it apart, just be careful. And then again, you just bolt it onto the mount, and then the mount slides into the GoPro chesty assembly, and it works very well. It's just very nice to wear, very nice to swing. You just put it on like this, tilt it up like this, and as you've seen in all my videos, that's how it is. Then this plugs into the coil, which is already mounted on a rod, and you're set to go. The battery, when I have it plugged in, all I do is I loosen up this here, I loosen up this, and I tuck the battery in here. And then just by the merit of me wearing this, that pulls tight, and this never goes anywhere. It just sits in there. You can do this any other way. You can put Velcro on the side of here, Velcro on the battery, something. I didn't want to do that because Velcro is going to get dirty, and it is going to not stick. So you could put some kind of a quick clip on here, kind of like a curtain rod clip, but way smaller, depending on what battery you're going to use. You can do it however you want. I just haven't gotten to that point yet where, you know, figure out you could put a little pod in here so the battery just sits in here. There's a million ways to do it. But the basics are you want to get the Coiltech cable. Just don't even waste your time with anything else. And the wiring for the battery, just follow your wires back. The battery wiring is black and black with white. So just remember which one is which and then wire it accordingly. You know, when you put in your the SM2 connector, and then the other end is going to, oh, the 2-pin one is just going to plug in like that. It's very easy, very simple, and just you know, swinging this rod by itself, even with the 13-inch coil on it, with the 8-inch coil, it's just like I said before, it's a dream. The 13-inch coil, a little bit heavier, but the compadre chassis is so light to begin with. It's very stable. It doesn't wobble whatsoever. It's absolutely perfect. I'm beyond happy with it. So, Coin Boy, good luck with your E-Track. I'm glad that you made a fantastic find with it right away. There's many more to come. It's a fantastic technology. Like I said, I had an E-Track shortly, you know, for a short while this past summer, the summer of 2019. But between this and between the CTX, it really didn't have a place. So I sold it. Somebody else is enjoying it, but I'm sure you'll enjoy yours. So if you have any other questions or whatever else, just put them below, and I'll try to get back with you when I can. All right. Have fun out there.